banned, right?
Correct.
For Quincy. Like, this is the type of hero that when you see, 3 strength heroes and a Bane, you can kind of annoy early along in the game, so that Medusa will find the Skadi, the Manta, enough items to be able to deal with OG. So I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe they go that route, but
Nature's Prophet.
Sure, bring out
Bane.
Yeah, no, exactly right. Like the reason why Furin is kind of getting better again at TI is because of these 5 positions, the Disruptors, the Banes, even Wyvern. Like, they're not that great at pulling them out of lane. Okay, they go for the Mars.
They go team fight route.
Yeah, 100%. Get some team fight and instant pick.
No hesitation for the TA. That's going to be a Sumail TA, I would imagine. Now, we will have the Thompson Dawnbreaker, by the way, so that will be an exciting one. Before this series started, at the first draft of the first game, I asked which players were going to be set up for success, and it's only fitting that both of these players get the last pick for their team, Sumail and Leslau. Which player has been set up for more success, though, for this the game too?
Sumail TA.
I'd argue Sumail. After that first game on the Luna, where he's not really, being shouted about in the cast, it's like, oh, Thompson, Sumail, not there. So now he's on a TA, he's going to get a bit more screen time maybe, and yeah, everyone's going to be pushing him into the fight for sure. Well,
I'm looking forward to seeing this game too. I am definitely hoping for a third game, but of course OG will try to put a stop to that and make this one a clean one. Let's find out what their coach has to say, Misha, at the end of this draft. It's Lex.
Thompson is crazy on it. Made a Dawnbreaker, but I think the panel and we both think that battle of the brothers is what we're going to be aiming towards, right? The fast farming carries, Medusa against Templar Assassin, able to pay at such pace.
Yeah, I'm really, focused on this Dawnbreaker on a mid lane. We saw during the group stage Virtus.pro playing this hero 3 times as a carry. Yeah. It was relatively successful, but they stopped doing it. So I want to see what this hero can do from the mid lane. Like, your main item needs to be Echo Saber because the item is too good. I want to see how far Thompson can go, because anything that can dive in, anything that can juke, Thompson can play it.
Anything that can be anywhere on the map with your team, right? And it's a trend we've been seeing throughout this TI. In the group stages now, on the main event, heroes like Nature's Prophet, like this Dawnbreaker, the ability to traverse the map globally. Sumail goes for the meld, No Tail and LON. Both get those initial Observer Ward bounties though, as it looks like Yawar's Medusa has just been pummeled under that fissure.
Yeah, good start for OG. Sumail starting with meld. Not the greatest thing you want to have for the laning stage, but they got the kill out of it, because your range is pretty bad. Like, you don't have the side blades, no refraction means a bit less damage. Still, they got the kill. They got the first blood on Saxo.
The battle begins.
A great start for them. No Tail even going deep into that Radiant Triangle, as OG potentially getting 4 bounty runes to kick off game 2 here. Saxo's going to find it, isn't he? Across we go with a Snapfire. All that money into the pockets of OG. That's going to speed up your bottle for Thompson. Give him a grand old time in the mid lane against Quinn's Void Spirit.
All right, now they're keeping 3 heroes on the top. Wyvern with the Arctic Burn. They could potentially try to make a play and get the second first blood, whatever.
Second first blood. And Sumail, you're right. He is being right-clicked down, but they're unable to finish him off. Instead, turning and facing against No Tail.
No Tail using Nightmare level 1, not something you want to have, so this top lane is... these 2 spells, Nightmare and Meld, not something you want to have level 1, but MSS putting a lot of pressure on Bane. Bane usually one of the heroes that can trade really well against whoever, maybe not against Nature's Prophet, but the rest of the heroes he does pretty well. This time around it's going to be much tougher for him.
Absolutely is. Tri-laning around that Dusa. You can feel it. looking at the way that OG are playing across the board. That mid lane, the bottom lane, and looking here into the top lane. They are still trying to keep the aggression going.
The big camp is blocked, so there's not going to be any pulls on the top lane. Nicely done by OG.
And Seb with Saxa, knowing that Laslau is left alone down here, playing in behind the tower. 8-1 Earthshaker and a 2-0 Mars. Not feeling too happy, but does have that large camp blocked, like you mentioned, on both sides of the map. So Saxa will come in and reopen the neutrals.
There's still no center wards on both supports of Quincy.
They're bringing one on the courier.
Yeah, they're coming, but this means that it's not going to be available for the next minute. And next time around it happens, No-Tail can body block. We see Saxa setting things up.
Yeah,
with the cookie.
Saxa with a nightmare cookie, minus armor, good lord! MSS is down. The little shredder and that meld attack make short work of the Monkey King. Now OG match the tri-lane with one of their own. As Thompson, okay, just a bit of chip damage there onto Quinn.
It was only a matter of time until Saxa shows up on the top lane. He got his level 2 to support off Quincy. Unfortunately, Monkey not level 2 yet. LOA. Keeping a tri-lane with Wyvern and Medusa, stealing a lot of XP from Medusa, which means that she can't fall back to the jungle early on. Like, this might be a bit of a tricky tri-lane that Quincy Crew is trying to pull off.
Yeah, I was going to ask what your thoughts were, because looking at the CS, Medusa, okay, you know, 12-6, they are shutting down the TA a significant amount, but it doesn't feel like it's enough with this kind of aggressive tri-lane. And then I noticed Thompson is 27-1. He's having a bonkers time in that mid lane, and Quinn being forced to try and dodge the Starbreaker. Oh, yeah, what?
That's why they picked it, Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Dawnbreaker completely shutting down this Void Spirit.
Destroying him in this early laning stage. 15-1 for Quinn. And now you're looking at the top lane, Arctic Burn on cooldown. Yawar with not too much mana to work with. 2 supports up in their face, forcing them to sit at their tier 1. So it looks like MSS has given up on the top lane. Swings down to bottom to try and relieve some of the pressure off of that Mars at the very least.
Yawar can farm, he can get close. No-Tail could set things up with another Nightmare.
Yawar, he's pinged out. No-Tail's not going for it, and a good dissimulate allows Quinn to disengage from OG. How's that bottom lane going now? Because we've seen this Mars have a really bad early game because he was alone completely, but he's caught up, hasn't he?
Yeah, both of these heroes are gonna farm this time around. Something that Seb has really been good at is playing versus one-on-one, and also his itemization. I think this is his strongest part, like understanding what needs to be done in a certain situation, getting a boost of speed, getting a belt of strength, going for that earlier power treads. Also has a Ring of Health queued up, something that has been like really popular. Seb
might not have expected MSS to still be lurking around down here, and he definitely wasn't expecting Yawar to arrive, but Seb with the stuns holds them back for a sec. Oh, he's dipping into the trees, but he can't juke away. Laslau and MSS clear through the Earthshaker, and that allows them to swap their lanes again.
They were getting nothing done on the top lane, so no surprise Medusa decided to go to the bottom. Now Mars level 5.5. They're gonna need to play around Mars, who's very high level, doesn't have much mana to work with, needs to bring the courier.
And that mid lane, tons of stuns. Sumail moves forward onto Laslau. No-Tail frontlining for his TA, making sure that the Arctic Burn is primarily doing damage to him and not onto Sumail. Monkey King. Oh,
2 jumps.
He got the cookie stuff.
Monkey can jump higher.
He can. Got a trampoline. Nightmare traded back onto the TA there. A little bit of misplay from OG. So the Mars will be just all right. Especially with the backup of that Winter Wyvern.
Solar Guardian is available on Dawnbreaker, so you gotta be very careful rune spawning. Green gonna be picking up that double damage. That's a big one. If anyone decides to step up a bit and move closer to the towers, Seb.
Right, step up on Seb. There it is, the Solar Guardian coming in. Aim onto MSS with a good cookie. And a great turnaround from OG. You called for it. Thompson's movement, that global potential from the Dawnbreaker just appearing out of the woodwork.
It's very hard. It's like playing against Nature's Prophet when he was popular hero. On a mid lane, you know that there's going to be a ton of damage coming out, or Zeus, any kind of a global presence. So you need to be careful a bit whenever it's up.
Sumail speared back. Great move by Laslau. And MSS, he's right up there. Monkey King.
The arena.
Helped out by the arena. Will secure the Templar Assassin here. Chip away little by little and find that carry kill they need.
Sumail, before dying, hiding inside the meld, inside the shadows, outside of the tower range, so they need to use at least that. Spend some gold on the supports, but valuable kill for Quincy.
Tons of stacks being built up though on both sides. Dire, Radiant Triangle full up. Dire top jungle, plenty there for them.
Medusa.
But Yar,
good block.
Oh, nothing left to give here for Saxa and Seb. But Yawar, with no regen, having a pretty rough time. And 40 seconds on that cooldown of Solar Guardian, so Thompson couldn't join in either.
Thompson's completely popping off on Dawnbreaker. 72 CS compared to Quinn's 53.
A massive net worth difference between him and the Void Spirit too. 800. There's Quinn with a DD rune. Oh, he's found Sumail on MSS. He's been setting up these kills wonderfully. Might even go in here for no tail. Laslau, he's arrived. Got Rebuke and the spear. The Bane did get a Nightmare down on the Monkey King, but with the body blows arriving, yeah. Oh, he's got 3 stick charges, but he can't withstand this. Quincy crew, yet again, bring the numbers to the fight.
With Sumail already gone, Sumail will need to recover. They need to start making some stacks bottom lane. Saxa and Seb getting another one.
Finding LOA. That's down to, like we saw earlier, Yawar's Medusa was brought low, had to go back to jungle, had to regen up. And now, being scouted by Saxa, but under a Radiant Observer Ward. Yawar not too bothered about that, but Quinn might look for a cheeky solo kill. Saxa's pinging it out. Seb's behind him, but they don't know that Quinn's invis, do they? They've got no clue that Void Spirit is lurking right above their heads. Good jump in, and he might even go for Seb. LOA's come in for the right-hand side. The pincer movement from Quincy crew, collapsing onto OG.
Quinn controlling the runes 2 times in a row. First picking up the double damage. Then again, Invis scouting things out for any potential gank, keeping Yawar alive and also allowing him to get a kill. So that's very nice. Sumail needs to recover. He needs to be in the jungle. Top lane's almost on Mars.
They're on the Mars.
Bringing the numbers.
Thompson arrives. Laslau doesn't stand a chance. But what can they do off the back of this? Because with a Prophet, you were mentioning they can, you know, convert it into a tower, make a bit of a push happen. Thompson's just going to sit here and farm.
A bit limited on tower damage early on. Luminosity maxed out. Same goes for Celestial Hammer. Getting very close to Echo Saber.
Radiant's top tower.
Very close indeed. Got 200 gold away, and they will do a little bit of damage here to the tier 1, but very unlikely to lead to its downfall. 10 minutes. Rune's about to spawn, and No Tail will gladly take the regen rune while dissimulating away. Quinn turns back to play with Saxa. MSS, Boundless Strike, and the Primal Spring back in onto No Tail. They'll pick off both OG support, and Thompson's been left stranded in the river.
Trap, he's pinging the trap.
He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, the turn! Oh, he tries, but he's 1v5.
He needed some kind of assistance. Unfortunately for them, Seb did not have TP ready, but very aggressive, very nice move from Quincy crew, getting some advantage early on now. 4 heroes on a mid lane.
And they push that tier 1 pretty quickly. Saxa with the kisses. Lobbing lava onto LOA's Wyvern, melting and thawing.
Saxa single-handedly, I'm gonna say defending the tower because the tower has fallen, but in the end getting a kill and getting some juicy XP also allows him to get level 6, level 7 from that. Bane needs a bit more experience for Fiend's Grip.
And space for TA, right? She cleared Triangle, cleared stacks. She's second in net worth, just a touch behind that Dawnbreaker. as Quinn and MSS pairing up once more. This duo is all across the map, and Seb, he does Echo Slam back. Oh, that mischief attempt, he tried to go for it, but Seb's there with a slam.
Dissimulate.
The Solar Guardian. Quinn is being baited in. They get him. Seb comes out with a double kill thanks to Thompson.
Perfectly baited there by Seb. He understands how tanky he is. They almost bring him down. Enchant Totem, level 3, ton of damage.
I love that spear. Saxa, he's isolated. Should be easy pickings here for Quincy Crew. But after losing that bottom lane fight, they need so much more. No Tail will be a sacrificial offering from OG. Because Thompson clears through that bottom tier 1 in the meanwhile.
Simultaneously happening multiple fights.
It's a long word for you, Lucas.
It really is. It is. Yeah, I was focused really hard, and now you interrupted me, Gary, and now I feel bad. Thompson, I see what he has queued up after the Echo Saber. We're gonna see that again. Seb, Monkey King tried to dodge, managed to do so, but the damage from Enchant Totem, he cannot later. And Quinn, Seb also high-fiving.
Man, not respecting the Solar Guardian. Back up to top. Seb's in and once more, but Fisher connecting on 2 of them as it looks like they will pick off their Shaker at long range. OG, what do you want to do? Satchel Hammer in on the Deucer. That's a lot of damage, but Thompson doesn't get the killing blow. Great Winter's Curse holding back OG. Quinn wants in onto the support, and No Tail will be his prey. They've stunned Thompson for a sec. He wants LOA. Cold Embrace will but delay the inevitable.
Sumail with the side blades, getting the kill. Now they can start thinking about pressuring this tower. It's half HP.
These combos have been so good from OG. The cookies into the Fishers and Chance and a Starbreaker out of Thompson. They pressure the tower. But Quincy Crew are all respawning reasonably soon. But it doesn't look like they want to be up in this top part of the map.
Yawar has been very active on his Medusa, involved in 10 out of 13 kills.
Is that a good thing?
Pretty. Huh?
Is that a good thing?
I think so. I mean, he could have been in a triangle, but triangle has been invaded by OG members, so he needs to find another spot right now, focusing a bit more on the farm. Oh, OG, ooh.
Ooh. He's up there, but Seb, who's he found? It's Leslau. Again, the Cold Embrace will just slow things down for OG by a couple of seconds. They get the kill regardless.
He didn't even use the Echo Slam. Fiend's Drift was committed. Medusa, Yawar had a very good read what's going to happen, so he bailed. Top lane,
finally
dropping. Sumail gets the last hit.
Seb, oh man, he was close there to getting 2 of them. Always blocked Quinn in, forcing the additional Astral Step. Quincy Crew, it really does feel like they're on the back foot now. OG are laying it on thick, putting on the pressure everywhere they go. But it has been a good couple of minutes for Yawar. Bottom lane, farming away. All that bottom jungle cleared. Oh, but Quincy is scouted here. Dire Vision sees LOA, launching the llama back again. But a good curse, you're right, Lacoste. While Seb, he's in at 1v3. He fishes them back. And an LOA for Seb trade, but oh, where did he go?
He just disappeared.
Yawar's gone. They're in the arena now, and Sumail with a DD rune is clearing them up. Quinn, he's on a TA, jumps over Thompson. They've got a good Wukong's command going as well. Sumail with refraction back in 3 seconds. That spear's good, but Quincy can't capitalize.
They had no follow-up. That was a great Winter's Curse to set things up. Bane needs to stay outside because the Nightmare level 4 outranges the curse, so then you can save people with it, but he got caught inside of it.
That Medusa just dissipated.
It's too much damage. After a horrible laning stage, Sumail managed to recover Dragonlance and Deso ready. So they're not gonna be playing around the top part of the map. They will be lurking. If they get a pick off or 2, there's still this Roche potential.
Yeah, the gap between the cores noticeable with a 3k lead for OG. TA and Dawnbreaker right up at the top. Good spear back. Leslau fans No Tail, but again they're on the prime target. The big one is Yawar's Medusa. Celestial Hammer and that Starbreaker makes short work at her, while Quinn does find a pick. But Quincy Crew are going to lose so much more. The neutral creep will claim the life of Wyvern. But the thing that matters most is OG moving forward, striking onto Quincy Crew.
They don't rely on any cooldowns. Yeah, having Solar Guardian is nice, having Fiend's Grip is okay, even Echo Slam, but even without that, OG's heroes will take the fight.
And now a freebie Roshan for them, for a TA in particular.
Yeah, you give it to TA for sure. Sumail, that's not a mid TA, so you want to give it to him this time around. Dawnbreaker, full Heaven's Halberd finished. It's a 5-second duration disable on Medusa.
That's very true. MSS with Quinn. They are in onto Sumail, but that refraction allows her to withstand the early punishment.
Sleep.
And Sebi moves forward.
Keeping him alive.
Save. The kisses come out. There's a winner's curse. Holding OG back, but Sumail is still fighting. Oh, Quinn and Leslau will take him down, but they trade that Aegis for LOA's life. Is it worth it? Can they get out? They're trying to retreat. Leslau, he's in a little piggy mode. Thompson and Seb, they'll find him again. Good Fisher and stun. A gold tribute back, but the Nightmare will hold him in place.
They needed to get something extra out of that. Quincy Crew killing Aegis almost instantly from TA, and now tier 1 tower, so the map is gonna shrink for Quincy Crew. 6k gold lead, 17 minutes in.
It's a mountain that they've got to climb now. Oh, look at that experience difference as well, yeah.
Oh, that's big.
6 levels different, 16%.
Dire structures
Grove
are
bow,
fortified.
not too bad there. Neutral items dropping out. Starting to become a worry though for Quincy Crew in terms of how they start fights. What is their form of initiation? Because their entire draft so far has been built up to have a Medusa front line, move towards objectives, have 3-4 heroes sit behind her and defend her. Saxa with the backup of the Dawnbreaker. Okay, MSS not really able to play down here. Medusa's Stone Gate not really doing an awful lot. Hiding onto Yoar. Okay, one hit and destroyed.
I don't think they can get more out of this. Blink Dagger in 5 seconds. Quinn. Oh, he has no Astral Steps. Seb thinking about it.
Seb wants it so badly. Cool. If Quinn showed on that wave, he might have been dead. He might be dead still. The Fisher is the grip. They're going to find Quinn's Void Spirit. The Arena Spear slows out No Tail. Quinn can step on top of the base. Face off against Seb, but Sumail's arrival. Well, really looked like disaster for Quincy Crew. The cold embrace and that bulwark from Leslau. It is tanking through the damage of Sumail.
Thompson's too tanky. They don't have anything to deal with this. Mr. Skill's available.
They spent the gonna keep hitting him. But you're right, the TA's on the Earthshaker. Thompson has claimed the life of LOA. But that's now Wukong's down, Winter's Curse down, Arena down, and your Medusa is still not really finding the space to farm.
Medusa's just not ready to take the fight. She joined one, used the Stone Gaze, but I feel like he's been very active early on, but needs to find some space. Needs to farm like 2-3 minutes to be able to farm up that Scotty.
Time.
Buy time, Gary.
Buy time. Shopkeeper, please, I beg of you, just give us another 10 minutes. But OG, looking at that clock, not allowing Quincy Crew to run it down. Quinn with Kaya Sanj heading into Aghanim Scepter, of course. Not looking too shabby. And he has found some nice openings on the back lines, like we saw from Thompson in game 1, getting onto the supports, removing some of that
didn't talk too much about Quinn, but he had a really good game, caught only once. They have a limited amount of stuns, I would say. He can easily dodge those, except the one from the Earthshaker. Having Kaya San is going to help out quite a lot against the Earthshaker. Combination of the stuns, the chain stuns, and now going into Ag, still far away from it, but once he gets that, it's going to be very easy to control the Bane in the backlines.
So much global potential here from OG. Dawnbreaker, Templar Assassin, Earthshaker with Blink initiations. Leslau cuts back behind that wave, glyphing the tower as well. Catapult will die, so OG don't have a great opportunity, or maybe they do. Or maybe they can just kill the tower without creeps. Who cares creeps when we have so much minus armor, the tower crumbles.
This is a tier 2, 20 minutes in. They can take the outpost. They also have another way of global presence. Templar Assassin finishing off Aghanim Scepter on top of Solar Guardian.
Astral projection, jumping from realm to realm, like Monkey does from tree to tree.
I did not want to say astral projection. You would call me out once again, Gary. A lot of fancy and long words.
If you read a tooltip, it's fine. There it is. Solar Guardian onto Dusa. Thompson whacking away, burning through Yuar's mana. Now Sumail's in with the minus armor, and Yuar's but a hit away from death. They can't finish it off. Kisses are too far away as No Tail.
He finishes him off. Saxa snipes him.
How's he found that?
Top tower is under attack.
That was
Beautiful
max
shot.
range. Thompson, once he goes in, there is no counterplay. He's not afraid. Having the status resistance, having the evasion.
Okay, Saxa. Very fast on the fingers, blinks away from danger. MSS on the low ground, tries the balance strike, but he hits the ground with a thud. No Tail, the only casualty there for OG. While Quincy crew, that Medusa dying just feels so bad for them. Every death, every second without the Medusa on the map farming
Map
puts
is
you
just
further and further
smaller
behind.
and smaller. Traps to be able to TP to them. Observer wards, deep observer wards placed. Quincy crew, they cannot play the bottom part of the map.
Yeah, OG are everywhere and nowhere. Hiding in the shadows, lurking and looking for their moment. And this requires drastic action from Quincy.
Smoked, trying to find something. All they're gonna find is No Tail. He's gonna be pretty happy about it.
A kill on No Tail. Still a kill if it happens. Good nightmare swap by LOA to make sure Quinn can finish the job.
There is nothing else.
That was close. If he got another brain sap off, it would just prolong it, but bottom lane,
Dire's
MSS,
top tower is under attack.
Yeah,
scouting things out.
Make
See Thompson drawing on a minimap where they want to go. Double damage, bottle up once again. 1 CS away from that level 20 talent.
And is
-1 luminosity attacks required. That's what he's going to go for. Yeah, and full AC items just keep multiplying.
They're coming out of nowhere. Bottom lane, Saxa silenced up. So Monkey King finally getting his job done, while Sumail hiding on a trap. Not going to get scouted by MSS as Lukas Kurz is there onto 7 Thompson. Yoa with a stone gaze and the Lukas command to back them up. This is the fight Quincy needs. Spear on Thompson, but a nightmare save. They sleep him up. The double circles, the Venn diagram and death. Quincy crew fighting to the bitter end, but Thompson is so strong.
Manages to blink out.
Another spear, another dissimulate. No Tail nearly dead, but Thompson and Sumail continue fighting.
He's still not done.
Medusa's pretty much out of mana right now, and MSS is nearly found by Sumail. A contributing back. Thompson, he wants a kill. Give it to me.
Oh man, this double damage. It was a perfectly set curse to try to reset a bit, but the damage output from Sumail and Thompson is a bit too much.
6,000 damage. Going out of Thompson.
Bottom barracks are under
This
attack.
AC reducing the armor, while Sumail from the background
Denied it.
melt and Deso. Big W. That deny. You know, you need any kind of psychological help you can get.
Combo. They chain disable LOA.
He's godlike. -1 set of barracks. They're still tier 2 tower on a mid lane.
And you don't even have Seb here with you. He's up top.
Yeah, they felt so confident. Seb was showing on the top lane. He knows that they cannot chase. Medusa, like, she just does not have a damage item. Quinn getting the jump.
He gets fissured back. Seb, does he have backup coming? No, it's Laszlo that's going to try and help out Quinn, who nearly dies solo to Earthshaker. But even with the Dawnbreaker coming, Quinn, dodging the hammer off to the left-hand side and in the trees, but they know exactly where he is.
Good astral set from Quinn. It just came off cooldown. If that Soul Guardian, he
Astral
bounced it.
step countered by astral projection. Kisses coming.
Saxa from downtown, providing vision for his team. Max range once again, Mortimer's kisses.
And Sumail putting this net worth to use, 17,000 up, looking for tier 2s again, cruising through this top lane, and OG moving towards a game 2 victory.
Getting the sleep on a mid lane, pinging it out.
The cavalry's arrived, the Phoenix creep required from No-Tail. Yawa will try his hardest, but can't save Leslau. They get Saxa though, No-Tail, Skadi slowed.
Good kills from Quincy. Even though it's just the supports, Yawar gets 1 kill. He needs cheap damage. He needs something, anything at this point, because right now it's not enough. Getting the Crystallis might do the trick. I see BKB queued up next.
Bounty.
I feel like they need damage. BKB in this situation, yes, you're playing against Bane, you're playing against the Earthshaker, Dawnbreaker. I guess he also wants to be able to deal damage. Heaven's Halberd causing a lot of issues, but I don't think that's the item that he can afford to go for. Second Roshan, that means Aegis and Shard. Let's see who decides to pick it up. Whether it's going to be Sumail or Thompson.
Looks like Sumail.
They're going to give it to Sumail.
The silence on the traps.
Yeah, because even when you use Psionic Projection, the traps activates silences. Double
so good against the Void Spirit.
On the outpost.
Against the Wyvern.
No tail, no observer ward, so can't see Monkey, just a casual sentry.
And Monkey saw the sentry placed. Now the observer's cleared up. Sumail making his way forward. OG not really fully together just yet. Still with Thompson and Seb up in that top third of the map. They'll collapse. Connected onto mid. Spear back in. That's the Aegis TA though, and they've not even killed her once. Thompson, he pops the illusion rune, and he's safe and sound. Quincy crew didn't expend too much for that though, just showing that one spear play could be enough.
Deep. Be back to base by Templar Assassin. We'll come back to one of the traps. Full HP, full mana.
They've always got to contend with that bottom lane though, and you can see the lines being drawn as Seb jumps in. Wyvern dead. A 5v4 now, and OG holding Aegis means they can continue their aggression in the Radiant base.
Seb, long duration, a long Fisher from that Ether Lens, and also has Shard. That got nerfed, but still.
They've caught Yawa.
Still a decent one.
Leslau is in with his BKB, throws the arena down, but this is disjointed from Quincy. Saxa, Sumail and Thompson stand their ground up. He's slowed down by the echo. Seb gets the two of them. Thompson, he wants Yawa so bad. And they'll find him with that Fisher.
Thompson still going. Even inside the Wukongs, doesn't care too much about it. Celestial Hammer gets the kill.
Beyond godlike Thompson, nightmaring up the Void Spirit now. Chain stuns galore. Finally a witness curse onto this Dawnbreaker, and they'll clear her up. Quinn is back in.
That's a Aegis. They need to get more.
They need Sumail's Aegis. They need to kill her twice. Quincy crew losing their mid lane of barracks.
Remnant.
Saxa, can he help Sumail? The buyback and the Solar Guardian comes in. MSS in a lot of trouble. Leslau trying to defend his Monkey King, and Quinn blowing up the Snapfire.
The power of the global presence, they got what they came for. They got the second set of barracks, even though it cost them quite a lot. 2 buybacks,
Triple buyback.
One from Saxa, one from Thompson, and Quinn, he got a lot of kills. They need to be very careful about the Winter's Curse, because this is how one of the cores is gonna die.
That's a big swing.
Still haven't seen the sleep, because most of the time Bane is trying to set things up. Also, one ability that's causing a lot of problems for OG is the Cold Embrace. They don't have that strong spell damage. They don't have any damage that they can throw. Mortimer's Kisses is nice. Celestial Hammer is also decent, but it's not enough at this stage of the game to kill anyone.
Do or die for Quincy crew. It's 31 to 31, but the kill score is but one small part of the story. OG ahead by 17k and 2 racks up. They're smoked, and Quinn will be spotted. Sees Thompson, makes eye contact, and decides to run away.
Void Spirits throughout the tournament decided that Shard is a very good pickup. Adds another ring to the Simulate, an extra 200 damage.
Super good. They hold back Sumail. OG needs someone to shove in that top lane so they can continue pressing forward, hold Quincy crew in their base, limit their farm, and make sure that Medusa's kept shut down. Right now, Quincy under lock and key.
Dobson's gonna hit another big timing. Satanic, and also picking up a Shard plus level 25. Dawnbreaker gains magic immunity during Starbreaker, and at 25, 2 charges, so 2 free BKBs.
It'd be faster to say what she doesn't have. Thompson's got everything.
Pretty much.
A better calm from OG now, though, knowing that the nerves, the pressure that Quincy crew must be facing right now are substantial. Waiting in the base, hoping for an OG mistake. But
another DD for Thompson.
Damage rune for
I
Thompson.
stopped counting after the 5th one.
What a monster. And this is oppressive gameplay from OG. Oppressive gamers. Can't
is
farm
that
bot.
what OG stands for?
Absolutely is. Can't farm mid, can't farm top. Medusa sat in fountain, twiddling her thumbs and wondering, what am I meant to do? I've got a BKB, I've got a Scardy and a Manta, but buyback-wise, not looking too hot. No, 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 and no. Oh, no, that's a yes. Sorry.
Okay, 1 yes is fine.
And it is a Winter Wyvern.
20k gold lead for OG. Smoke from Quincy. Let's see what they can do with it. Drawing on a minimap, so they know where they're gonna go.
But look at OG.
OG already on the high ground.
Blinking away from the bounty runes. And again, it's one of the moves that Quincy crew has to make the most of. They do everything here, but Saxa dancing away, nightmare up. The spearmint is, but still dead. Can Quinn hunt for more? It looks like MSS is going to leap backwards. Look for the vision that OG have placed.
OG does not need to rush anything. They can wait. 40 seconds without Saxa. Bottom lane is pushing in. Mid lane's going to push in. And also Roche, this is the 3rd one, might respawn in a minute and a half. Medusa still at this point doesn't deal that much damage that you need to be afraid of. She needs another big item.
Is Daedalus going to be enough? Is Rapier an option in this kind of game?
I think you just go for Crystallis at this point. You're too far away from it. So Guardian.
Quinn dead, the Winter's Curse from LOA.
There's the
this isn't a fight
finally.
that you can take. LOA and MSS, they'll catch the Winter Wyvern as OG pummel Quinn into the ground with that beautiful play from Seb. Good little bit of lane cutting though from MSS. Spring and strike. And the double damage rune did get expended by Thompson. He'll find a haste rune to refill his bottle now as TA picks up the 8 refraction instances talent.
That's a big one. They don't have the overtime damage, so this is going to be very easy for Sumail to jump out with the Hurricane Pike. There is also a Nightmare save, Aftershock.
And the Aftershock. Thompson Saxa weren't quite close enough to cookie up the high ground though. They'll still get onto that high ground. The minus armor here.
20 seconds without a Quinn might be too much. This is a very hard decision. Do I buy back or not? They might get mega creeps from this. 13.
Yeah, 10 seconds to go. And Leslau makes the move. You're right, he buys back. But Thompson, he's magic immune and so Sumail. Down goes Leslau, forced to buy back along with Quinn, but OG hold the line.
2 buybacks, they can reset. Thompson just needs to get himself back to full HP. With 1 Starbreaker charge, that's gonna be it. They have Trap inside the Roche, which will respawn in 2.5 minutes. That's a long one.
They see everything.
It's gonna be a Fisher from downtown. Fisher, level 20 talent, plus Octarine core on top of the Shard. He can just stand further behind and play from the fog.
And they've got so much follow through. Whoever gets caught by that is dead to rights. Melee barracks dropping lower and lower. But Quinn is there to clear through the wave and the catapults. And OG in no rush. 36 minutes in, they are very, very calm. Just knowing that Quincy Crew are the ones on the back foot.
Quincy Crew, they don't know when the Roche spawns. We know, we see everything.
They need some kind of momentum swing here. They need a fight around Roshan Pit. They need to get out of their base.
Creeps are gonna kill the melee barracks.
Take down your, yeah, that's huge. And LOA, sneaky observer ward.
They still have observer and the sentry plus a trap inside Quincy's base.
The jump in, they look for Seb, but the Dawnbreaker's arriving and a 9-minute save again. No Tail keeps him alive, the Winter's Curse connects on the TA, so Dawnbreaker will hammer away. The Yao are in trouble though, and Chanto's Metallic Echo, not enough to finish one off. As Seb, he deals with that monkey on the back while Thompson, he's battering into Yawar. Surveil gets the kill.
That might be it, Gary. I don't think Quincy Crew has any fuel left. No buyback on Quinn. Yawar using the buyback. Same goes for Seb.
But no buyback.
It's time to go in. It's time to finish this game. Get the mega creeps.
The two cores are down. What can the remaining three do? Mega creeps are coming.
3 versus 5.
Such a difficult spot for Quincy Crew to be in. Templar Assassin doesn't even get tickled by the Medusa and Monkey King. And Quincy Crew have got to know they're on their last legs now. Tier 4s are falling. Yeah, buildings, the foundations are being rocked and shaped by Seb.
No curse.
But now your throne is open, and OG are knocking on your doors. The dream, oh look at that.
Luck, little bro.
Beautiful from Yawar. And the dream of the three-peat, it's still alive.
It's still alive as for OG. Great performance. They managed to make a comeback in game.